All right, my man, state your name and let them know you're on Nickavelli TV.
All right, my name is Curtis. I'm on Nickavelli TV.
All right, that's what it is, my man. Knicks fan?
Excellent fan.
Are you familiar with the Knicks today?
Today, I'm sorry to say, not as much as the old school.
The old school Knicks, right?
The old school Knicks, yeah.
Talk to me about the old school Knicks. Who was your favorite player? And what era are we talking about?
We're talking 72, 69, 70, 71, 72.
Talk to me. All right, let's get in.
Those are the years when the Knicks had heart.
Okay.
Seems like the Knicks this year's past, they don't have any heart.
No?
They can't finish like they did back then. All right. Walt Frazier, he just was amazing. All right.
Would you say he was the best guard the Knicks ever had?
One of the best. I can't say he was the best. I say one of the best. All right. Because when they got the Pearl, they were a perfect team. All right. The Willis Reed, he wasn't as big as some of these young boys now, but he played big.
Okay.
And he had a heart of a giant.
Now, I want to go back a minute. You mentioned something about Earl the Pearl.
Yeah.
I interviewed an OG like yourself.
Yeah.
Who told me that Clyde Frazier admitted to the press that Earl the Pearl gave him nightmares when he played against him.
Oh yeah, because Earl played on Baltimore before he played with the Knicks. He was traded to the Knicks. But during that time when they had to face each other, it was hell. Because Pearl didn't back down. You know, Pearl kept coming at you. And he had that spin move that nobody could check. He had that spin move right down in the right by the foul line. When he got to the foul line, he'd put that move on you. There's nothing you could do about it.
Really?
You know? And it was a blessing when Clyde and him got together, because they didn't have to worry about facing each other. They were just they played as one.
Okay.
Right? And like I said, Willis was the best. And he had tough competition back then. He had Kareem had just came out of high school, out of college.
Who are you talking about now? Willis Reed?
No, we talking about Willis, who he had to face.
Okay.
Okay, when Kareem came out, Kareem wasn't scared. Kareem played like he was a pro his first year. They won, in fact, in Milwaukee when he came out.
Kareem,
yeah.
All right.
They also had to face Al Attles.
Who's Al Attles?
He used to play for the Warriors. He was a center for the Warriors back then.
Okay. But talk to me about these Knicks.
These Knicks?
I mean, like, talk to me how these other players had to face the Knicks. I want to know all about the Knicks street legends before we get on any other team, if you don't mind. Now, you said something about Earl the Pearl and Clyde Frazier used to go to war.
Right. When they were on opposite teams.
Who got the best of who when they faced each other?
I think Clyde got the best of Earl. Earl had the moves, but Clyde had the consistency. All right, and Clyde had a mid-range jump shot that you couldn't stop, and he was also very handy stealing the ball.
Clyde,
yeah. He would come down court, and you think you're getting away, and the next thing you know, Clyde's going the other way with the ball.
So how many blocks would you say that Clyde averaged a game?
Clyde?
Yeah.
Blocks?
I mean steals.
Oh, at least 7, 8.
A game?
A game, at least. I'm not exaggerating. I really believe that this man, not being sneaky, he just was a good player, and he knew where the other team was going. He knew where the other guard was going, and when that one dribble went down, he went for it. 9 out of 10, he got it. You know.
Wow.
9 out of 10, he got it.
Now I heard when Clyde and Earl the Pearl got together,
right?
They call him the Royce backcourt, something like that.
The Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
The Rolls Royce backcourt.
Yeah.
I don't know that name.
You don't know?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but something about them two being the backcourt, like they had a nickname with them two together.
You couldn't stop them. And then you had Cassie Russell coming off the bench.
Talk to me about Cassie Russell.
Cassie was like the sixth man. He just sparked the team when he came off the bench, all right? You had Willis, you had Phil Jackson, who then when they got to Busher and Bradley, that was it. That was it. You couldn't stop none of them.
Now, how was Bradley game?
Bradley was he was a hustler, all right? He never stopped. He was like the Larry Bird of that era. He just wouldn't stop. He kept coming at you. And the Busher was dependable. You know how to depend on the Busher to get you to. And the defense.
Yeah.
They all played defense. They knew how to play defense together. You know? I mean, I missed that team. I mean, that was basketball back then. You know, we didn't have the 3 points.
Oh, it was
point shot.
The 3-point shot wasn't out there?
It wasn't out then. You know, and at one point, because of Kareem, they stopped dunking. You couldn't dunk at one time.
Why is that?
Because he had an advantage, and they felt that it was too much. So they declared no dunking.
Wow.
Yeah.
During the time that Kareem Abdul.
When they first came, Kareem. I'm pretty sure there was no dunking allowed. Yeah. You don't remember that?
No, I was 72. You talking to a baby, man.
I don't think that they at one point, a couple of years, there was no dunking allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the height of these guys and they were very athletic, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that, the Knicks.
Talk to me about Bradley.
Bill Bradley had heart. He had heart.
What position he played?
He was a forward. He was like Kevin McHale of Boston Celtics. You know, he was dependable. And always, you know, Bradley's going to get you. The Bush is going to get you. They had 5 guys that weren't selfish, right? And they played together. And like I said, they had heart and they didn't quit. They didn't quit. They kept coming at you.
How was Phil Jackson game? I'm hearing
Jackson,
that he's a great coach.
He's a great coach, right? But he wasn't no superstar at that. But he was, like I said, the Knicks had consistent bench. They had a consistent bench, and Phil came off the bench. He fit right in.
They say he was like more of a butcher player, like a Bill Lambert type of player.
I don't think so. I don't think he was a butcher. But he.
So he didn't remind you of like a Bill Lambert?
No, he didn't. No. Now, Bill Lambert was like, what's that boy's name? I can't think of his name right now. But to me, Phil Jackson wasn't a butcher. He just didn't have the finesse as the other players, like Bradley and Busher. You know, he was a little awkward, but he fit in. He helped. He fit in. You know.
Okay.
And that was the thing, that they all seemed to work together for somehow. They all worked together. You know.
All right. Now, how was it when the Knicks had to face players like Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Now you can talk to me about that.
Right. It was rough, but like I said, they didn't quit. They kept coming at you. If they couldn't, they knew Bill Russell was going to get his. All right. So I believe the advantage was let him get his. We stop the rest. You know, keep it moving, keep running.
All right.
You couldn't stop Wilt. What you going to do with Wilt? He had to get his, but you stopped the rest.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You let your starters get their rest. You had your bench that didn't let anybody get too far ahead, and when your starters came back in, they kept coming at you.
All right. Now, moving right along. The Knicks of the 90s. Georgetown. Number 33 on the Knicks, okay. Patrick Ewing.
Ewing, for some reason, I believe he couldn't finish. And I don't know why. I mean, he had good people around him, but he just couldn't get over that hump. And I don't know why.
You think Patrick Ewing had the help?
He had help. Yes, he did. He had Starks. All right. I can't remember the whole roster, but
it was John Starks, Anthony Mason.
Mason was like the one you said earlier that would come at you and come at you and
Charles Oakley.
All right. Oakley was a beast. Right. They went at the boards. They were on the boards. They stayed on the boards. But for some reason, Patrick just couldn't get over that hump. And I don't know what it was. Right?
Could have been the finger roll when he should have dunked.
You know it. But he was an excellent outside shooter. He just couldn't get over that hump.
Now, do you remember Rucker legend Spoonie? Spoonie brothers. Spoonie used to play in Rutgers with Joe Hammond.
No.
You're not too familiar with Spoonie?
No, Spoonie.
Well, anyway, Spoonie told me that he critiqued Patrick Ewing's game. And he said for somebody who was over 7 foot, he took too many three-pointers. You agree with that?
Too far away from the basket for his size. Yes, I do agree with that. Too far away from the basket for his size. And that shows you where the game started to change, where the big men started taking jump shots instead of being like Wilt, staying under the basket, getting rebounds and putting it right back. All right, but I don't see where it hurt him because he made a lot of those shots.
Right.
Ewing made a lot of those shots, but
it wasn't wise to do it, as I was saying, because there was no one under the basket.
Right.
Just in case he missed.
Exactly. You had Oakley, but you got to remember the people they were playing against. All right. Had Sam Jones, the Jones brothers from Boston,
Chicago, Michael Jordan. Yeah.
All right. I mean, even before Jordan, Phil Lambeer, all those guards, they gave Paul Frazier hell.
You mean Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, Patrick Ewing and the Knicks in general. They gave him hell.
Yeah.
But they were able to, to stick it out.
Okay.
They were able to stick it out.
If there was no Michael Jordan, do you think Patrick Ewing would have rings? Because when Michael Jordan left for 2 years
to play baseball,
yeah, the Houston Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon took them 2 rings.
Yeah, but he also had that other boy with him. There was the Twin Towers, right?
Oh, from the Spurs.
All right. So yeah, the Twin Towers that you were up against. Hakeem came into his own. There's a couple other centers back then. Who was going to stop Michael? At that point, nobody was going to stop Michael. Michael was going to get his. But I don't know if there was no Michael. I would hope that Ewing would have got some rings, but he couldn't get past Indiana, could he?
With Reggie Miller? Yeah, it was some walls.
We talk about one guy, Reggie Miller. He couldn't get. They just couldn't get past Indiana.
Well, we got past him one time, I believe, once or twice, but it was back and forth going on. I agree. So, would you classify Patrick Ewing as the greatest center, although he have no rings?
No, not at all. Not nearly the greatest center. The greatest center for the Knicks?
For the Knicks?
No. Willis was the greatest center for the Knicks. No.
Now, look, are you saying that because he showed toughness when, I believe, he sprained his ankle when he came out?
Yeah, no, not because if he was really injured to the point where he couldn't come out, he wouldn't have came out. I mean, he was hurt, all right, granted, but when he came back out of that locker room after that injury, that just gave them the extra oomph that they needed, show that there was no quit. There was no quit. Nothing was going to stop him. You know? And he was up against Wilt in that final at that time, right? With the Lakers.
I believe so.
And then, I mean, they went through hell fighting with the Lakers then. Jerry West hit that half-court shot at halftime.
Right.
You know? I mean, and Wilt, there was no quitting Wilt. That's why I say they played as a team, because the odds were against him.
Right.
Jerry West was a monster.
Right.
All right. With Wilt and Elgin Baylor.
Who he played for, Elgin Baylor?
He played for the Lakers.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they were up against some tough competition.
The Knicks back in
them days.
So, why? I mean, what? In that series, they said that Willis Reed scored 4 points and got MVP. But they said that the MVP really should have went to Clyde Frazier.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't remember who got the MVP back then.
They gave it to
Wilt.
Because of he was hurt and he
came back in and
he came back
and he gave him that extra oomph that they needed.
But I heard that game that Clyde had a double something like that. You don't remember all that?
I don't remember all that, but Clyde, he always held his own. Always held his own.
So if I was to ask you who's the greatest guard?
Greatest guard
on the Knicks.
Oh, it had to be Walt. It had to be Clyde at the time. Yes, it had to be Clyde. All right. I mean, I know the Pearl was good, and Pearl helped out, but that was Clyde's team. You know, and Clyde, he established how it was going to run. And like I said, I believe Clyde had a lot of steals per game. Maybe I exaggerated 7 or 8, but he had a lot of steals during the game at crucial times. You know, when needed. You know, here he come up with a steal, easy layup. You know, all I can say is that what I remember, there was no quit in that team.
And you saying the Knicks don't have that?
They don't have it. They don't have the heart that. Plus, that the front office they don't give the kids a chance to gel. I mean, why would they trade that white boy?
Kristaps Porziņģis?
Why would they trade him? Why would they trade Glenn?
Now, I wasn't going to mention him, but since you did, okay, my viewers know I just love Kristaps Porziņģis.
Why would they get rid of him?
They know I just love the snake. I call KP the snake because, see how you saying, why would the front office just trade him? He wanted to leave. He thought he was going to get the $10 million extension contract after he got hurt. Knicks wasn't going to give him that. Your boy Clyde Frazier, who you considered the greatest guard in the Knicks uniform, said, do not pay that man that $10 million extension contract until you know how he's going to be when he returns. Because he torn his ACL. Now, with that being said, KP told the front office, if you don't trade me for 7 days, I'm heading back out to Europe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he wanted to go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who you agree with? The front office?
The front office?
Or with or with KP?
I have to agree with the front office. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, why would you pay it, man?
Somebody that you don't know is going to play the next year.
Or how great.
He was good, though. Did he play 2 years at least?
I think he gave the Knicks about three seasons, top 4 seasons.
So what about Jeremy Lin? Why would they get rid of him?
All right.
For money?
Jeremy Lin, I heard. Oh, was you watching the Knicks during the Melo era?
And I forgot about Anthony.
Yeah, let's talk about Anthony.
Carmelo.
Being that you mentioned Jeremy Lin. Let me tell you about Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
Nicovelli liked the Jeremy Lin because at that time, I used to go to get the seafood down the canal.
Right.
And them Chinese people, man, they were some happy motherfuckers when it came to Jeremy Lin. The seafood prices was down. Soon that motherfucker left the Knicks, I was all fucked up again with you. I said, shit, now that Jeremy Lin ain't on the Knicks no more, here y'all go with these prices. Shoot.
Well, he was like a Cassie Russell.
Who, Jeremy Lin?
When he came off the bench, he gave him that spark. All right?
Now, do you believe the hype when some people say that Carmelo Anthony was jealous of Jeremy Lin?
Oh, no.
Because he didn't like the shine that Jeremy Lin?
No.
was having on the
I
Knicks?
don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think Carmelo is a team player. You can see where he's at now, right? He's playing with Russell Westbrook, right?
No, he was. Right now, Carmelo Anthony's looking for a home, man.
Oh, you serious?
I'm still so serious, man. He's homeless in the NBA.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Now, there's talks about him coming back to the New York Knicks. That was in discussion, and,
Yeah.
So if that was possible, would you like to see Carmelo Anthony come off the bench or start?
Well, he's getting up there in age. I'd have to see how he worked out. I'd have to see how he worked out. I have to see how the practices went. I don't know. I think he's a starter. He's always been a starter,
Right.
But the roster they have now, I think he would start. I don't think there's anybody better than him sitting on the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I know for sure he's better than Frank Ntilikina. You heard of Frank Ntilikina?
I don't know none of the Knicks.
You never heard of Mitchell Robinson?
None of them. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the Knicks roster right now if you paid me $100.
Oh, man.
None of them.
Hopefully that'll change next season. Now, you heard about the new coach, Coach Fizdale? David Fizdale.
Okay.
They say he's a player development coach, but you don't know too much about him
I don't
either.
know anything. Like I said, these Knicks here, after all those trades and everything that happened a couple of years ago, I just kind of been looking at other teams,
Now, you know about Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant.
I don't think they come. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if they came. It would be a hell of a push for the Knicks, But I don't think they come.
Now, let's just hope and wish on the star. If we could get these players, who would you want over the other? You got Kevin Durant, Kyrie. Who would you want?
I'd take Kevin Durant.
Over Kyrie?
Sure.
Why Kevin Durant?
Well, Kevin Durant, he gives you. Neither one of them can be stopped. But I think Kevin Durant, with his height, adds another dimension to it. All right. He gets in a zone, and I don't think he could be stopped.
All right. Because right now he's on the Golden State Warriors.
Right. And
They don't
injured.
respect him. Yeah, he's injured.
But he wants that ring. I bet he'll play next game.
If he could.
Yeah.
If he could.
I think he'll play. But they lost the first game, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to stay in Toronto, or do they come back to Golden State?
I'm not sure. I believe the next game in Toronto. I believe.
So
don't quote.
2-3-2 kind of deal.
Something like that. Yeah.
No, he's going to come back. He doesn't seem to be all wrapped up at practice and stuff. So I think that his injury is not as severe as the press reports. So
Okay.
I think he'll be able to come back and play. But why can't they both come to the Knicks?
Hey, that would be nice, man. That would be
Why can't they both
nice.
Come to the Knicks.
Draft pick. We were supposed to get Zion Williams. We didn't get him.
Who got him?
It looked like the Pelicans gonna pick him up.
Did he accept?
Well, right now, I don't think he have much of a choice. Although he's making it clear that he don't want to play for the team. He want to play for New York. But the Pelicans got him.
Right.
We got the third pick. We got R.J. Barrett.
Don't know nothing about him.
He used to play on Duke alongside with Zion Williams.
Okay. All right.
They compare his game to that of James Harden.
He's a shooter like that.
That's what they saying. They saying that he's suspect from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah.
Huh.
Now, I know you heard about Anthony Davis.
Oh yeah.
I always ask people when we talk about this topic. The Knicks could have got Zion Williams and traded him off for Anthony Davis. Do you think that would have been a wise choice? Or do you think the Knicks should stick with Zion Williams? Basically, what I'm asking you is,
If we had a choice,
between Zion Williams and Anthony Davis,
I would take Zion just for the excitement. The Garden needs some excitement. You know, he's a proven player, but they need a little push. They need some excitement in that Garden. I mean, Anthony, he's gonna need some help. All right, Zion, he would put on a show by himself, and you know how the Knicks fans are,
right?
You know. They're just paid just to see him play. But Anthony, they would expect we want a championship. We want something more than just a show if they got Anthony Davis. But they would expect more from him. They know this other kid's a rookie, but he's exciting.
So it would have been like Patrick Ewing all over again. Basically.
By himself.
All right, my man, that's what it is, man. I want to thank you for the time for coming on Nickavelli TV.
Nickavelli is one of the best. Let me tell you, what about the old Rucker? When you had to stand on beer cans to see over the crowd or climb a tree just to see the players.
Absolutely, man.
Joe Hammond and jumping Johnny Green, and even when the pros came to play.
Yeah.
When, Dr. J came up. I mean, it was amazing to see the crowd and the atmosphere at the Rucker, which is not like that anymore. It's a shame. It's a shame. You know, that Rucker was something to see, and it was free.
All right, I'm trying to close out, but being that you're going, we can look at 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Joe Hammond.
Jumping Joe Hammond.
How was it watching him?
It's amazing, man. Jumping Johnny Green. Right off there, I can't remember all the names.
Well, let me ask you this. If Joe Hammond didn't choose the street life, selling drugs, I interviewed him, by the way, too, on here. And he went to the Knicks. Do you think the Knicks would have had a championship?
They would have had a better chance. They would have had a better chance. All right? They would have had a better chance. Joe Hammond was that impact player. All right? But like you say, he got sidetracked.
Yeah.
You know, and he forced him. You know, I think he's walking with a cane now.
Yeah, he is.
You know, I've seen Joe Hammond, down Lenox Avenue. You know, but in his youth, I think at that point anything was possible. You know.
And that's what it is, y'all. This is Nickavelli. He's signing out. My man don't want to go, and I love him for it, man. We got to do this again.
Anytime.
All right, man. Nickavelli TV, all my viewers out there, make sure you like and subscribe. Just don't watch, man. Subscribe so this channel can grow, and I can get some bona fide interviews going, man. And we out. Peace.
Peace.